First of all, let us define first the let's greet first our listeners.
Sure thing. Hello to everyone tuning in. What's the topic today, Norman?
We have a report about urban and rural community relationship and school settings.
Urban and rural community relationships in school settings. That's a valuable topic. Bridging the gap between these communities can have a huge impact on education. What's the report focusing on?
We will be reporting on the different approaches in urban and rural schools.
Got it. Exploring the different approaches in urban and rural school settings can really highlight the unique challenges and opportunities in each. What's the most surprising finding so far?
First, let us define urban. It is a city, right?
Exactly. Urban areas typically refer to cities or towns with high population density and infrastructure. They're often marked by extensive development and a fast paced lifestyle.
And rural is a province, right?
Yes, rural areas are typically provinces or countryside locations with lower population density. They're known for more open space, agriculture, and a slower pace of life.
Today, I would like to discuss the approaches
Sure.
of school leaders in urban.
hmm
Urban.
Okay. And rural settings, right?
Yes.
Tackling house. hmm
Mas malawak ang urban, right? Mas
Okay.
malawak.
So,
Komplikado
got
ang relasyon.
tama ka.
Yes.
Sensya na. Ang resources at mga oportunidad. Iba-iba rin ang mga challenges na hinaharap ng mga school leaders sa urban kumpara sa rural areas. Paano mo gustong talakayin ang paksang ito?
Gusto kong ipakita ang mga hakbang para
Oo.
sa ikauunlad ng urban community relationships.
Solid idea. Pagpapakita ng mabisang ugnayan ng urban communities at eskwelahan, epektibong paraan para isulong ang pag-unlad. Lalo na't magkaiba ang mga pangangailangan sa bawat komunidad. Paano kaya ang best approach para magawa yan?
Ang best approach
Mhm.
diyan ay maging malikhain ng school leader.
Tama. Ang malikhaing school leader ay kayang maghanap ng mga bagong paraan para mapalapit ang eskwelahan sa komunidad. Kailangan din ng open communication at makipagtulungan sa iba't ibang sektor.
Tama. Ang
Alin bang
pagiging bukas sa komunikasyon ay susi sa kolaborasyon. It is the key to collaboration. Yes.
Tama.
And the success of the community relationship relies on the collaboration.
Komunikasyon?
Yes, and communication as well.
Tama. Maayos na komunikasyon at bukas na pag-uusap ang pundasyon ng matagumpay na relasyon sa komunidad. Ano mo na specific na paraan kaya ang pwede nating gamitin para ma-enhance ito?
Ang mga urban na schools ay may mga leader na malikhain at ginagamit nila ang teknolohiya sa
That
yes, they use the technology in order to reach out.
great point. Ang teknolohiya ay napakahalaga sa urban schools para palawaking ang ugnayan sa komunidad. Maaring gamitin sa social media, online forums, at virtual meetings para mas madaling maabot ang mga stakeholders. Paano mo gustong ipakita ang mga best practices na ito? Aha,
The school leaders take advantage of the rich resources of urban and the complexity of the environment They can partner with the big businesses in order
Tama.
to tap them as a one of the yes, one of the resource
Mhm.
um
Yes,
yes, sources
that's
of partnership for their collaboration.
absolutely. Partnering with big businesses can be a powerful way to access resources and expertise. It's a win-win, with schools benefiting from additional support and companies engaging with the community. Paano mo gustong i-highlight yung collaboration sa report mo?
I would like to give emphasis to the creativity of the school leaders. I would like to emphasize also the experience gained by the school leaders. The head knowledge is different from the actual scenarios, so he must have the blend of the head knowledge or theories as well as the experience in order to be successful in dealing with urban settings.
Absolutely, Norman. Blending theoretical knowledge with practical experience is crucial for school leaders in urban settings. It's that combination of theory and hands on experience that allows them to navigate the complexities and innovate effectively. Gusto mong magdagdag pa ng ibang aspeto sa report mo?
Maraming masasabi tungkol dito pero magagawa lamang. It is easier said than done.
Totoo yan. Madaling pag-usapan pero iba talaga kapag actual ng ginagawa. Pero sa kombinasyon ng tamang kaalaman at karanasan, mas madali nating maabot ang mga goals. Mahirap,
Yes.
pero posible.
Yes.
Paano mo pa kayang pwede?
Let's proceed to the rural approach. The rural are smaller groups or smaller communities, and they have the more personal relationship, right?
Tama, Norman. Ang mga rural communities ay mas maliit at kadalasan mas malapit ang ugnayan. Nagiging advantage yan para sa mas personal at malalim na relasyon sa pagitan ng eskwelahan at komunidad.
Yes, dahil kilala nila ang isa't isa, mas madali sa kanilang gumawa ng mga plano at mga hakbang kumpara sa mas komplikadong mga sitwasyon.
Tama. Dahil sa mas malapit na relasyon, mas mabilis silang magkaintindihan at magtulungan. It's a strength ng rural communities na pwede nating i-emphasize sa report mo. Anong specific na topics pa ang gusto mong pag-usapan tungkol sa rural approach?
I would like to also give points to the partnership of the urban and rural schools.
Mahalagang kombinasyon yan. Ang partnership ng urban at rural schools ay maaring magdala ng bagong pananaw at oportunidad. Pwede nilang ibahagi ang best practices, resources at suporta sa isa't isa. Paano mo gustong ipaliwanag ang ganitong kolaborasyon sa presentasyon mo?
The urban and rural schools have different approaches for school leaders for community relationship, but the most important thing is the leader know how to give the correct approach.
Tama, Norman. Importante ang tamang diskarte ng school leader kahit magkaiba ang urban at rural settings. Ang pagiging adaptable at sensitive sa pangangailangan ng komunidad ay susi. May specific examples ka ba na isama para mas mapalalim ang diskusyon?
Ang urban, ang example nito ay ang mga schools sa San Jose City, Samantalang ang rural naman, ang example nito ay yung mga school sa Rizal, Nueva Ecija. Ang mas malalaki ang mga schools sa city when it comes to population and of course of areas for area in their areas, and also the approach are different. Give me a brief explanation.
Sa urban setting like San Jose City, mas malaki ang populasyon at mas diverse ang community. Kadalasan, advanced ang teknolohiya at resources, kaya ang approach ay mas digital at structured. Pero sa rural setting, tulad ng Rizal, Nueva Ecija, mas personal at community-centered ang approach. Madalas, kinakapitalize ang strong relationships at local culture. Ano sa tingin mo ang mga strengths and weaknesses ng bawat isa?
Yes, that's one. What you said is one of the advantages, and it can be a also source of weakness when lack of resources for rural areas.
Tama ka. Ang kakulangan sa resources sa rural areas ay pwedeng maging hamon sa implementing ng mga programa. Pero dito rin lumalabas ang creativity at resourcefulness ng school leaders. Kapag nagawang i-maximize ang available resources at community support, nagiging strength ito. May mga specific strategies ka bang naiisip para matugunan ang challenges sa rural settings?
Ang pagiging bukas ng bawat school leader sa pakikipag-communicate at pakikipagtulungan ay magiging susi sa tagumpay. It is the collaboration through a proper communication will be the key to a successful community relationship.
Tama ka, Nogman. Ang pagiging bukas at komunikatibo ng mga school leader ay mahalaga sa pagbuo ng matibay na ugnayan sa komunidad. Sa pamamagitan ng pakikinig at pakikisa, mas nagiging epektibo ang kolaborasyon at nagdudulot ito ng tagumpay sa mga proyekto. Talagang malaki ang nagagawa ng maayos na komunikasyon.
For now, let's say thank you, and before that, let's give summary of what we discussed today.
Sure, Norman. We covered the different approaches of urban and rural school leaders in building community relationships. We emphasized the need for creativity, openness, and effective communication for successful collaborations. Urban leaders often leverage technology and partnerships with businesses, while rural leaders benefit from closer-knit communities and personal connections. The key takeaway?
The
Tailoring the approach.
In Tagalog. Tagalog, go ahead. Give me the summary in Tagalog. Copilot, AI, still there? Okay. So ngayon po, matapos tayo. Limited siguro yung time. But as we can see, there is a big difference in the approach when it comes to urban and rural. For school leaders in community relationship, the urban setting has diverse approach and more of technology, and can maximize the use of the many channels like collaboration with big businesses. And in rural areas, they can partner with urban school, or they can also partner with the urban businesses. the thing is, we as school leaders or future school leaders should be very creative when it comes to dealing with urban and rural. Always remember that rural communities are more of personal, face to face relationship, while urban has more of complex situations because of population density. So, school leaders face challenges when it comes to dealing with urban and rural schools. Thank you.